Welcome to the Basement Sports Network Miami Dolphins post-game show. The playoff Miami Dolphins post-game show. What is y'all talking about? Listen, one of the most exhilarating contests of football that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. That was a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. The Dolphins pull out an amazing 11-6 victory over the New York Jets in a game that featured no touchdowns, no starting quarterbacks, and almost no big plays the entire time. So right now I'm joined by my guy, Nando. Nando, how you doing right now, my guy?
Bruh, I'm about to witness my third only playoff fucking game for my Miami Dolphins. Yeah, it was a shit show. Yeah, it was an ugly-ass game. Yeah, I was half asleep during the whole damn game. But listen, I'm excited, man. Getting into the playoffs is a big thing. You finished 9-8. Mike McDaniel is safe. You know, your team has a chance now to go and upset Buffalo. We're playoffs. I'm excited. It was ugly, but we're here, baby. I feel great. Feel great right now.
We'll get back to Mike McDaniels because boy was on some other shit today. He was treating Skyler like he was Tua for a minute. Also joining me on the panel, we got my boy Bubba. We might as well go ahead and embrace that name because nobody around the network seems to be calling him Alex anymore. Bubba, how you doing today, my guy?
Second playoff game in my life. Ironically, both of the times we've been sent by a backup quarterback. But before I continue, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I accomplished nothing in this world. I received no happiness because when I tell you when Jason Sanders lined up for that kick, I could not watch. I am 22 years old. I am a grown-ass man. I was in the fetal position in a different room. Could not happen. Could not look at it. I had no faith, no trust. But the Miami Dolphins make no sense this year. And, of course, it ends on a Jason Sanders good field goal. And we'll see Buffalo next week.
Fuck is you talking about? Jason Sanders is him. So y'all make sure that y'all give credit to the man who accounted for more points than the New York Jets' entire fucking roster today, all right? Jason Sanders is the reason that y'all do I lie? Listen, fuck it, bro. Look, the Miami Dolphins played a game today that, I mean, we all kind of saw coming, but we didn't see coming. Hey, whatever you talk about, bro, fuck you. Let's fucking go, B-Weezy Bird. For sure. Look, bro, we're not lying. We're going to tell y'all what happened. The Dolphins put on a defensive clinic today, so we're going to start there. Defense, the often maligned defense, the two units that have been criticized the most by us are the special teams and the defense this year for the Miami Dolphins. And those are the guys that you guys had to lean on today to get you into the playoffs, and both of those showed up. So we're going to start with the defense, Nando. How? I mean, aside from the fact that Joe Flacco was the other quarterback, how did the Dolphins defense essentially shut out the New York Jets today?
Listen, I thought they brought good pressure to the quarterback. They didn't, get home on any sacks, but I love what I saw from Jalen Phillips out there, bro. I feel like he was right damn near every single freaking play. Christian Wilkins was also big time, like he's been all damn year. A couple penalties I saw, Kohu got called for one, Chubb got called for one. I want to see more out of Chubb, honestly, but I love what I saw from Christian Wilkins and Jalen Phillips. And then, hey, Xavier Howard, as bad as he's been all year, as washed up as he's looked, at the end of the day,
as bad and equally in this game.
I know he definitely was, but at the end of the day, those last two breakups on Garrett Wilson, did he get away with a lot? But he built that status up.
Yeah, Wilson got away with one too.
Exactly.
That should have been offensive PI. Like he got away with one.
Exactly, but I think the defense came to play, man. There's a lot you can nitpick, man. Like Jerome Baker was terrible. Can't even tackle nobody.
Your whole linebacker group.
Yeah,
your whole linebacker group was awful today.
Yeah, but I honestly like what I saw from the pressure, particularly Jalen Phillips and Christian Wilkins. I think those two, especially, they get the game ball on the defensive side for me personally. Especially Phillips, man. What he was able to provide. Like, just constant pressure, bro. Like, hats off to Phillips. I think he's a big reason. Even though, you look at the box score, no sacks, I thought his effort today was a big reason why we were able to slow down the Jets.
No, for sure. Bubba, what did you see from the defense today?
I saw Christian Wilkins make $10 million more today, at least.
Oh, yeah.
And he deserves every penny. If we had 22 Christian Wilkins on defense, we would not lose a game. People talking on Twitter, we got to trade Wilkins to have Cap for a new quarterback.
But what you talking about? Shout out Papa Massacre.
Absolutely.
I'm pulling up one time for the one time. What's going on, Eddie? Man, bro.
He is a shell of a player that he once was. Xavier Howard is cooked. But the people on Twitter who are saying trade Christian Wilkins, you trade Xavier Howard before you trade Christian Wilkins, man.
100%.
That dude is a beast. We had to sell. He had to be a force to stop the run today because you knew the Jets were going to run the ball, play defense, try not to lose the game. Flacco came in with an agenda to not take any sacks, always look for the check down if he had pressure. And he stuck to the game plan, and that's how the Jets stayed in this game the entirety of the time. They were going to let the Dolphins blow it. That's the Jets' game plan today, was to let the Dolphins lose, and they didn't. So you got to shout out the defense for that. Listen, the third down stuff is still so annoying and frustrating how they can't get off the field. The secondary is so banged up, so it's hard for me to really criticize them. Again, when Cater Kohu's out there, when we're on a third-string safety, shout out Javon Holland. If he was not on the field, bro, it would be so much worse. That man covers up for so many mistakes. Like every time when there's like a first down and people are like, oh, how'd they get that? It would have been a 35-yard gain if Javon Holland didn't make that tackle. So that man's a beast. And Dano, you already talked about the linebacker core. Absolutely terrible. But the defensive line today won us the game. Besides Jason Sanders, which I have to apologize, he won us the game. He hit all three of his kicks and hit a 50-yard one. We never came close to sniffing the end zone. It's not like there were chip shots. No first and goal. Nothing. We never even came close, and we were never going to come close with Skylar Thompson's blind ass. So it was not going to happen. But the defensive line balled the hell out. Jalen Phillips, Christian Wilkins, Zach Steeler, big stops. That's what we needed today. They roughed up the Jets running backs. They weren't able to run the ball. And Garrett Wilson kind of went off and kept the Jets in the game. But that was fantastic. You have to pay Christian Wilkins now before the playoff game because he's going to make $10 more million in the playoff game.
No, for sure. Papa Masterful with a banger of a comment though. He said the Jets line was injured and Phillips, Chubb, Ingram were getting paid to not pressure, but not sack. That's true now, but they were missing 2 starting offensive linemen. But it don't matter. We gonna bring in the 5 Reasons biggest homer who lives nowhere in the United States. So flying in live from Air Canada, we got the boy 416 pulling out one time for the one time. What's going on, my boy? Tell me how you feeling about the playoff, Miami Dolphins.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, baby. Listen. We might get fucking stomped. I don't give a shit. Chaos, all right? Let's fucking go. Listen, if Tua comes back, we actually have a chance. If Tua doesn't come back, we're losing by 50, maybe more. But I'm so fucking excited. I can't believe our season continued off of Jason Sanders' field goal. That's just movie shit right there because he's fucking dog shit. People are gonna give him all this credit. You should honestly. I'll suck his dick right now. Who gives a fuck?
Whoa.
Pause.
Hey, yo, guy.
Huge pause.
Love is love, but you know.
Huge pause, but we made the playoffs. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. We're here.
You see my name. Jason Sanders is him.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Oh, well, I want to throw you into the conversation that we were just having because the 2 most maligned parts of this team have been special teams and defense, and those are the 2 units that won you guys the game today. So I want you to give your thoughts on how the defense played today.
Well, I would hope so. When you're playing Joe Flacco and 3 backup offensive linemen, you'd hope that you could hold the Jets offense. And you know what's funny? There were some portions of the game where I was still kind of confused about what we were doing on defense. Garrett Wilson, put 2 people on him, dude. Do something. He was killing us. So I honestly shout out to the defense for stepping up. Shout out to the special teams for stepping up because you're right. Without them, we don't make the playoffs. So shout out to them. But again, you're going up against a G League team, basically a high school roster. I'd hope you do it. So thank God Skylar Thompson looked like dog shit. Doesn't matter. He won the game. But yeah, I'm just glad we won. It's hard for me to be very insightful and give deep analysis right now. But I'll be honest, dude. Skylar Thompson, he's not an NFL quarterback right now. I don't know what progressions are. I don't know what he's reading. It's just, Tyreek Hill's not open. Okay, bet. Let me scramble. So whatever. Whatever. As long as Tua comes back, we have a chance. Without him, we don't really have a chance. But I'll fucking take it. Let's ride, baby.
Yeah, I know all the shit that Teddy Bridgewater was getting for his time last week. Oh, we would have loved to have Teddy Bridgewater today, bro. Skyler holds on to the ball for so long, bro. And it's I can't really blame the offensive line, even though they are dog shit. They played well today. And so I can't really blame them. I blame Skyler for holding on to the ball. But I do want to have a conversation about Mike McDaniel a little bit because early on in the game, it felt like he was trying to do too much with Skyler in the first half. You guys were running the ball with some success, and then he was still trying to throw the ball with Skylar Thompson. Second half, he leaned more into the run game, and you ended up with Jeff Wilson getting 72 yards. Raheem Mostert ended up getting hurt and missing the rest of this game, but he ended up with 71 yards, so over 100 yards on the ground. Nando, I want you to talk about that adjustment. Did you think McDaniels would make that adjustment, which is something that the team pretty much called for in some of the losses that you've had during this streak?
Man, I was honestly a little bit worried. I didn't think he was going to. Once you see the run game is successful, he always just like tries to just come in and try to mess it up. His ego gets big. I don't know what it is that he just wants to pass. But look, it's Skylar Thompson out there, and then there was obviously the beginning when I thought there was a huge play call on 4th and 5 when he went for it. When he gave it to Jeff.
First series?
No,
No.
The second one. I was like, man, if you're going out there and you're having Skylar Thompson throw the ball on 4th and 5 again, this is terrible. I hope that you just design a run. And that's what I like. Like, I like that he not only started to run the ball and go back to the run, but then he was getting a little bit creative with the runs. And I thought that was very, very good on his part. But I was scared. I had no hope. I thought he was just going to get pass hungry and shy away from it. But I love that he stood with it. And especially late in the game, listen, the ball was not moving unless you're running the ball. So right at the end, when we got into field goal range, even though, I was hoping it was a little bit closer than 50, I was just glad he ended up running the ball. And shout out to Ahmed. That 7-yard carry was clutch. He had one damn carry, but that was, those 7 yards were huge. So I didn't have faith. I thought he was going to get a little pass hungry, but I like that we saw, 162 rushing yards by the Dolphins offense. That was big time.
Those 7 yards was clutch considering that y'all lost some yards immediately following because Ingo went outside to block Sauce Gardner and damn near got Jeff Wilson killed. But Bubba, we throwing it to you. Talk about the game from Mike McDaniel today because I think it was an up and down game for him and he got bailed out too.
Oh my God, it absolutely was. And I've been defending Mike McDaniel. Last stream I was defending him, and he was not coaching this game well in the entire first half. Like, I really liked the first drive. We threw a screen to Waddle, and I don't understand why we don't continue to do that, throw screens to him and Tyreek. I don't understand why it didn't happen. We were running the ball well. I did not hate the 4th and 5 call because they were moving the ball, and I thought, whatever. Try to give your young quarterback confidence and be like, no, I can't go out here and make a big play if I have to. He then ran out of bounds pretty much. And then I think Skylar Thompson really just forced Mike McDaniel's hand more than anything. I don't think it was something that Mike McDaniel wanted to do. I think just everybody in the building knew you're not moving the ball through this guy today. He's not. Tyreek Hill's wide open. Jalen Waddle's wide open. He cannot make open throws. He's not throwing it. He gets happy feet. Like, it's all bad, bro. Takes sacks at horrible times. Like, it was clear to every single person in the entire stadium, everybody watching the game, Dolphins were not moving the ball through the air. Tyreek knew it. Like, he was on the sideline for half of the possessions. Like, I'm glad Mike just decided we have to try and do this. And this is how the Jets got smoked last week. They got ran. I do also think, though, that this shows why we couldn't do this all year. The first game that we really lean on the run game and decide, yeah, absolutely. This is going to be insane. But this is why we can't run the ball every single game like this. Raheem Mostert got hurt as soon as we asked him to be a workhorse back in this game, and Jeff Wilson really tailed off at the end of the game. Like, this is why I think there's a reason why we haven't been doing this all year, and I think it's mostly because of Raheem's injury stuff. But then they have him returning kicks, so maybe I don't know anything. But listen,
No. We do know more sometimes than them. Like, I swear to God, I'm like, Josh Boyer, keep running 12 yards off coverage, man. Just keep doing
that's
it.
insane. The third down stuff and just running it back with cover 0 and having dudes standing at, I don't even know. I just can't even talk about it. I'm just happy that we won, bro. I can't believe it. Like, for real. But I'm glad that I hope Mostert can be healthy next game, because if he's not, it's gonna be weird. And again, it's all gonna matter on Tua. Like, I'm very happy they made the playoffs. Mike McDaniel's team did not fold. I thought he coached a very well second half. He won his challenge, which I know that was a big meme. He won the challenge, and then he punted on that 4th and 5, which I really thought he was gonna go for that. I 100% thought he was going for that again on 4th and 6. He punted, defense showed out. Christian Wilkins made a big play. Jalen Phillips made a big play. We get the ball back, and Sanders hits the big field goal. That was an NFL. That's how an NFL coach should coach the second half. When a game is going that way, when you're on your third string quarterback, you trust your defense, and that was big. It was big for Josh Boyer too, because everyone was saying that he's fired. I still think he'll be fired after next week or whatever. But the defense did not fold. They did not. There wasn't the big run today that we've seen so many times outside of the Garrett Wilson one, kind of, but I'm talking about from like a running back or something like that. They came out there, they dominated the line of scrimmage. The secondary played like shit, but they're super banged up. And I think we see why X didn't play last week. Like, maybe he shouldn't have even played today. Like, I know he's been playing terrible, and we can keep saying he's coached, but he didn't play last week because of an injury. He's been hurt all year long. I'm not saying bring him back next year. You would have to at least on a minimum restructure. He cannot get paid that much money after this year. But
30% of X is better than 100% of Noah, right?
Flacco went at X like he was a practice squad corner.
For
like,
sure.
He was looking at him every play. I was like, yo,
sure.
Flacco's not even looking at Key and crossing. This is crazy. Every
No.
third down, everything. Right.
Garrett Wilson had 17 targets today.
Yeah. Oh, and there were so many that Flacco missed too that were low.
Yeah.
I mean, all game that dude was open like fucking 7-11. I was like, we cannot go. I thought he was going to take one to the house and we were going to lose that way. That's what I thought.
No,
like Garrett Wilson was going to do some crazy.
This was a game that felt like one touchdown would have won it, and that is absolutely the case. One touchdown from either side would have ended the fucking game. 416, we coming to you with the Mike McDaniel conversation, bro.
So for Mike McDaniel, like, he finally wins his first challenge. I do think that, like, his play calls were kind of ass. The really quick thing I want to touch on is, like, we are so like, whatever your thoughts are on Tua and going forward, whatever. This year, dude, we're so miserable without him. Like, we're miserable, and I know a lot of people are saying
that's
miserable
with him sometimes. You're miserable.
That's
with
true.
him
That's true. But the thing is, like, other teams will go to a backup quarterback, and at least it's kind of similar. Like, there's some sort of reminiscence of the offense. Dude, we go to Teddy or Skyler, and it's fucking the worst thing I've ever seen. It's literally worse than when we had Brian Flores. It's crazy.
I was about to say, I saw Jacoby Brissett play last year, and I think Teddy's better.
That's fair. I was gonna say you're comparing mid with mid, but that's like gassing them. Like, that's giving them too much of a compliment.
Yeah, like neither one of them is great, but I think Teddy's better than what Jacoby Brissett.
I just think like our offense should not go to complete shit without Tua. You know, like I just think that should not be the case. Yes, should it get worse?
You blame it on the quarterbacks because a lot of times I put that on.
No. I put it on Mike and the quarterback because he's scheming that shit up for him. So that's kind of why I want to bring that into this Mike McDaniel conversation because I think it's on both of them. But to me, it's like, why does our offense completely change? Like this whole year during practice, you guys should be learning the offense as to anyways. But Mike McDaniel has definitely been struggling.
I think you should continue with that point though. Like I like where you're going with that. This whole year, the backup should be learning the offense. And today, Sky looked like he didn't know the offense, or like at least.
It's like we changed the whole offense for him, but it's like, yes, you should change it to what suits him, but you shouldn't change the whole idea behind the offense. That shouldn't be the case. And if you have to do that for Skylar Thompson, he shouldn't be seeing the field. If you have to change the whole,
what you gonna do? Play Mike Glennon?
I would have.
Yeah,
maybe off the rip. Yeah,
like, dude, go through a progression. Just go through one. I can't do it.
He got hurt.
Donate. I can't do it.
In the game. Skylar got hurt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait, hold on. Fuck on what y'all talking about. You can't donate. Wait a minute. Now it's supposed to be a little dollar sign on the bottom next to the comments where you're supposed to be somebody try and donate to see if y'all can do it. Hunter, you done talked a lot. Moon Bets, you a vet. Show this man how to donate to these streams so that we can figure it out for him. We need to get that problem fixed before we can talk about fixing any Dolphins problem. 416, I'm gonna let you finish your goal.
Yeah, we got no problems, bro. We're headed to the playoffs. Fuck. I just want to witness a playoff win, man. I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21, and I've never witnessed a playoff victory. Let me just get one. Let me get one. Just let me get one, bro.
Oh, yeah, let you get a playoff win.
That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want.
So first of all, you're playing the Buffalo Bills next week. All right, you know what time that is. There we go, relaxing music. Look at you. My boy jumping in with the $4.99. Don't know. He said a Miami team being injured in the playoffs. Those Twitter clansmen don't tell us that we were only 4 games away from winning.
Watch out with that word now.
Hey, no, you don't watch out with it. Say it. I'm black. Don't worry about it. I got y'all shield on here. You can say that kind of stuff when I'm not. That's why I read it. 416. I asked y'all to read it. I got you, bro. Don't worry. You cool. You got a
Alex just jumps in like, yo, I got it. I can read this one.
I want to say y'all good, bro. Y'all got a black friend now, so I got y'all on the N words and all that. You know what I mean? I got you on all that kind of stuff. Let's continue going on. This was such a weird season for you guys. It was. It was a weird season, but at the end of the day, it ends up in the destination that a lot of us wanted it to end up in, which was seeing the Dolphins in the playoffs. Hopefully they can get Tua back because I think that's going to give us kind of like, I think that's something that this season desperately needs in order for people to give a proper evaluation on Tua. Damn what happened in all this. If he goes into the playoffs and he shows up in that one game that y'all are going to play, like if he shows up for this one game, because it won't be many, but if he shows up, then that answers a lot of questions about what you guys potentially could do with him moving forward. I don't really know what else much we could take away from this effort in particular.
Can I just say one more thing on Mike McDaniel?
Go ahead.
Mike McDaniel's been catching a lot of heat. a lot of heat these last few weeks because of
Rightfully
the
so.
adversity.
Rightfully
I have
so.
to just the only thing I have to give him credit for, and it was not a perfect game, but the team did not fold. This team has folded the last 3 years on the last game of the season to send us to the playoffs. Tennessee, Buffalo Tua's rookie year, last 2 years, they have had this exact same opportunity. Win and you're in. And they folded. They did not fold for Mike McDaniel despite how undisciplined they were. Yes, I understand the Jets are absolutely terrible. I'm not disputing that. But we were absolutely terrible today too. There was a graphic on the Fox thing that was like teams that have played 3+ quarterbacks this year, nobody has a winning record outside of San Francisco. So we'll take it, bro. We'll take it.
I fucks with the optimism. I used to say good things can happen to the Miami Dolphins. Today is a good day, so I'm not going to spend much time trashing Mike McDaniel like I want to do. I really do. But don't worry, he'll give me plenty of opportunities next. The fourth down attempt on the fourth down attempt on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No, bro. Like there's a such thing as aggressiveness. Everybody used to say he had balls early in the season. Y'all tell me all that shit. I told y'all there's gonna come a time where he gonna do that shit, and people gonna be like, "That was fucking dumb." And it's he needs to stop. Punt the ball, bro. But there were multiple instances where he was going for it on fourth down, and it was like, punt the ball.
I hope today shows him you can punt the ball. He was rewarded for punting the ball the second time. He punted it, got the ball back. So I'm hoping, but I get you're playing Buffalo in the playoffs. He's probably just going to be like, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. All 4 downs. We playing 4 down ball. That's what.
No, there was nothing like when he went for it. What was it? When he was going for it on our own 15. I was like, this is some real life
oh my God.
Shit. For real. That was
bro. That's what I'm saying. It's there's a difference between being ballsy and just being nuts.
Yeah,
I think the man might be a maniac, bro. He is weird out here for doing that. Somebody said they miss Flores. Me too, check. But no, the man said
I'm not gonna say that.
That's okay. Dolphins in the playoffs and DeMar Hamlin is doing better. What a good week. I do think that for all of the bullshit, y'all need to thank Buffalo, because Buffalo, with Kansas City winning, already locking up the 1 seed. Buffalo did not have anything to play for in this game, I guess, on the field. But I guess the motivation of DeMar Hamlin kind of felt them. They returned to opening kickoff and kind of put screws to the New England ass that kind of helped y'all secure this spot. So shout out to Buffalo.
Big facts.
Yeah, shout out to Buffalo for that. What else can we talk about from this game? Mike Gesicki, huh? Leading receiver, Mike Gesicki.
This is what I'm saying. Is this not the weirdest fucking way that this season ended, bro?
Everybody that we shitted on. Yeah.
Everybody for 17 weeks. Everybody who was a pylon for 17 weeks decided, I'm not going out sad.
I'm surprised no one didn't have a game-winning interception, bro. He should have been out there.
I think a lot of dudes realized
he was inactive. That's why.
You said you surprised Noah didn't have one? Noah already had one. Hold up. We stopping the whole fucking show right now. Okay? Because my guy, my man, is pulling up one time for the one time. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all get ready, because the true host of this network is back. My guy live, pulling up one time for the one time. Bring in my boy, brother Kai Chin Chin.
Get the fuck out. Pour it up.
No, fuck that. Where he belongs. Right here. My boy.
Damn.
My dude, how are you doing today?
Fuck all of you. Listen, I'm the positivity train. As everybody knows, I never gave up on Jason Sanders. The brand is the brand for a reason. We never doubt the brand.
You see the guy, Kai?
Exactly. And you know what? McDaniel 316 what? Said that the Dolphins were going to make the playoffs. So fuck all of you. You know, have faith in your team, damn it. I won't lie though. This was very close to being a collapse, like January 6th. It was about to be bad. It was real close. So, I'm just here for the fun.
No, you fucked up. You here because you're hosting now.
The fuck you mean?
If they lost, they would have had to put me in a straitjacket, bro. I was going to the funny farm if we lost that game. With just how it was going with all the field goals. Good God, it would have been so bad. Thank God that we won.
Y'all listen to
said the
Stanley Ray and
funny
get them
farm.
likes up on this. Y'all get these likes up on this video. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Basement Sports Network if you like this or any Heat content. We got a Heat post-game show later on tonight after the Heat play at 6 o'clock. But yeah, I'm shutting up. Kai's the host. Go ahead, guy.
Look, the last time that the Dolphins, the 2022 Miami Dolphins, won a game, we went on a 5-game winning streak. So that obviously means that the Miami Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl. So
that is the end of Kai's hosting career. We'd like to appreciate him for coming back in here.
Takes a sip right after.
Don't lie to these people, Kai.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth.
Oh, Kai drinking, so I want to drink too. Hold on, Kai.
Damn, I forgot. Like rum.
Huh?
Rum was a little strong by itself. I'm not gonna lie here.
Come on.
How's
now.
everyone doing?
Playoff
I just came
bound,
here to
bro.
say hello. I didn't come here to
bound,
host. I
yes,
just came to say
sir.
hi.
Playoff bound, man. I just think it's funny what Alex said, man. The fact that all these players that sold were the ones that helped us win this fucking game, man. Mike Gesicki, Jason Sanders,
Insanity.
X at the end a little bit. Who else, man? Ahmed getting one damn carry for 7 yards.
Hey,
Like-
Savon Ahmed, the GOAT.
That was
Mike
a clutch-ass
Gesicki,
run.
that Mike Gesicki catch, I know it didn't mean anything because Scott, we blew it and we ended up punting anyway, but that, I guess it actually helped with the field position. It really reversed the field position. That was one of the worst. I don't know how that ball was completed.
Was it
Like,
even
how many
for him?
times- How many times did Skyler let go of the ball today after getting whacked and that thing was spinning sideways? How many times, bro? I literally was like, I was just waiting for the interception. It was insane.
What jersey is that? Oh, that's the Hurt Man Tyreek Hill jersey.
It's the greatest player in Miami Dolphins history.
That's a
He's also
Dan,
ending
who's
Buffalo's
Dan
season
Marino? I
next
have
week.
no idea who that is.
You said what? Alex?
Tyreek's ending Buffalo's season next week. He's used to doing that in this time of year. I'm excited.
You know what?
Can't
You
wait.
know what?
Yeah, they're really scared of that coin toss.
So
Bro, a
let's talk
Tua
about that.
24 for 33, 2 touchdown, 1 interception game.
That game gonna hit like fentanyl.
It's
Let's
gonna
talk.
hit like crazy.
We
Let's
gotta
talk
have
like-
that combo.
What the combo about Tua?
Yeah, like if Tua plays, like does the optimism shift within ourselves?
Of
here?
course, he wins a playoff game.
Absolutely.
No. If he plays, if he's active, like this, because we're all saying
Well,
like
that's your only shot,
if Tua's not here, we're done, right? But if Tua
It's
does
unwatchable
play,
if Tua's not
like
there.
what do you think? What do you guys?
We're
think?
last year's Patriots if Tua doesn't play. We're getting blown out. They're scoring on every single drive. It's
But if he
Let
does,
me-
if he does, are you saying we're winning though?
Can I ask a secondary question to that?
I'll never say
Because
we're
you
not.
mentioned-
Shit.
Here come the bullshit, bro.
You mentioned last year's.
Here come the bullshit.
I love it.
You
I love it.
Let's go Lions tonight, baby. Let's go Lions. Let's go Lions.
Last year I got shit on by Royal, Juan, Kendall, Threat, pretty much anybody that had an opinion that I talked to because I said I didn't want to be the Patriots. I didn't want it to go into the playoffs and get absolutely fucking just smashed and then just be like, all right, cool. Like we just got our fucking asses kicked. I would have just rather be on the road at home already. Would you say that you feel the same way now? Like if we go into next week and we get smashed, I'm just gonna be like, okay, well our playoffs ended last week, so it doesn't even matter. Like we weren't even in the playoffs.
This is better though, right? Like I guess like I think next week, right now, is going to make next week worth it for all the Dolphins fans, in my honest opinion. Of course, like somebody like me who's been here routinely throughout the course of my life, this is nothing. You know what I mean? I would be disappointed getting to the first round and losing. But you guys, this is progress.
This is you too. Listen, bro, your boy's been talking about retiring for 3 weeks now. So you're next season, you're a Tua stan. You don't got a choice.
But this season, we're in the same position that the Dolphins are in, which means we won't win out from being in the playoffs. So,
Listen, Jared Goff is gonna drop the greatest performance of all time tonight on.
First of all, you are a hater. Let's talk about the Dolphins, bro. I didn't come here to be a Dolphins hater today. I want to celebrate.
I think this matters, this one getting into the playoffs more, even if we do get smacked, just because they avoided like one of the worst collapses ever.
Yeah.
Like just 8-3, 1 seed to you're not making it. Like it would have again, like the questions were already bubbling up about every aspect of this team, but at least we know now there are some good components of this team. This team did not go outside. Nobody quit on this team. Mike Gesicki didn't quit. Jason Sanders didn't quit. Like those dudes showed up after getting chewed out by me, a lot of people all year long for not doing anything. And for them to stay ready and come out there and make the biggest plays of the game, you have to give credit for that. Because the dudes who, I hate to say it, but like Tyreek Hill was interviewed and he said, I think we're going to make the playoffs because I think the leaders are going to step up. None of the big-time players stepped up on offense. It was again, the dudes who sold all year long. Christian Wilkins, Jalen Phillips, those dudes stepped up on defense. But
just real quick.
Raheem Mostert, he sold multiple times.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. No, what I'm talking about, like, yeah. 100%.
Your running game absolutely stepped up for y'all this game.
Well,
Connor
because Mike
Williams
decided to
today?
be a normal human and call what he's good at. Like, look, I'm a Mike McDaniel stan. Everyone knows that. But this man goes away from the run way too often. And I think it's because, look, let's be objectively honest, like not one way or the other. Like Tua is a good quarterback. The issue is that Tua also is made of silly putty. So it's just hard that he stays on the field. Like, it's just true. Like, you can't. I'm wearing a Tua jersey I got for Christmas. Like, it's just the truth. It's not, undeniable. But the main issue becomes where you have Tua, you have Tyreek, you have Joe and Waddle. You're gonna want to. I would want to throw every single play. Why am I gonna run the football? He went away from what made him Mike McDaniel and what got him the job in the first place to just constantly throwing. Today was the first time where he even wanted to still do that, and Skyler, being that bad, forced his hand.
Let me ask you a
He had
question,
to run the ball.
Let me ask you a question, Kai. Do you think that he went away from it because of the type of season Tua was having? Like, he felt so confident in what Tua was doing that it just kind of changed the way that he went about calling games?
Of course, because if you look at the first 3 games, he was calling games pretty evenly. And then after that, it started even in the Bengals game a little bit too. And when Tua came back against the Steelers, it was a little bit even.
And Tua got going.
Once Tua got going, he was like, all right, we could give up 36 points, 32 points to the Bears. It's not even going to matter because my offense is going to put up 35, 36, 42. Like, it doesn't really,
After that Lions game, that's when it changed. Or in the Lions game.
Yeah, no, in the Lions game. I mean, I thought we were going to lose that. And everyone was talking about that Lions game like it wasn't going to mean anything. And I think we all look at the Lions now and we think, damn, that's a pretty damn good football team coached by an absolute psychopath who shouldn't have a job. But it's a pretty damn good football team. And
the Lions game. Hold on.
The Steelers game was huge too. Noah's pick, like, we needed the tiebreaker at the end of the year.
Bro, we're in the playoffs.
Shit, Noah Igbenogany gave us the playoffs. Let's think about that for a second.
Huge.
Shit is crazy, man.
Somewhere Juan is smiling.
A whole 53 counts, man. The 53.
Juan should be smiling on stream because he's supposed to be here, but he at Disney right now. So
you're right, though, Nando.
Yeah,
they need all 53 to make the playoffs. All 53. Every positional group at some point in the season had to step
except
up
Noah,
and make a play.
Yeah.
No, Noah got the pick. He got the win against.
Sealed the game against Pittsburgh. We needed the type, like everything.
Yeah. As much as we hike on him, bro.
Shout out Tanner Connor, man. No.
Hey, relax the music. We call it pussy too. Now I ain't gonna hold you. One be prime front and center when the Dolphins lose.
Right.
I ain't gonna push that agenda because Juan my guy. Y'all know, I'm a Juan stan.
NFL Twitter is so annoying.
No. Dolphins Twitter is annoying.
Nah, it's on Twitter too, bro. The thing is,
it's like one of the worst fan bases on Twitter of all sports. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Everyone
and the
has to be right. Like it's like you represent the Tua stands and Juan represents the Tua haters.
Y'all think Dolphins Twitter worse than Heat Twitter?
Yes.
No, Heat Twitter is.
No,
you guys call Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero school shooters. There's nothing worse than that.
You're not in the right. You're not reading the right tweets about Tua, then, my guy. If school shooters are the best thing you can come up with for how bad it is over there.
No, there's worse. I'm just saying that was.
We said worse on stream. Go ahead.
Heat Twitter never comes together in any circumstance ever. Dolphin Twitter came together today during the game. Everybody was tweeting the same shit. Like, we're not winning this game. Bro, everybody on my timeline today was like,
for the 60 seconds when we won. And then after that, everyone's literally all the tweets right now are, a 7th round pick just took the Dolphins to the playoffs. No, the fuck it didn't.
No, I'm saying, like,
they're going to spin it in the next couple days.
People are all tweeting the same thing. Like, we were all just in pain together. watching this. Like, everyone was watching around. Everyone was saying the same shit. This game is terrible. I have no faith that we're going to win this game. And even though I have no faith we're going to win this game, when we lose this game, I'm going to be even more heartbroken than I thought I would be. Yet, we won. So it was euphoric. Like, it was
I think all Dolphins Twitter right now is in that euphoric moment. So I just want to kind of let them have their moment.
I'm scrolling through it right now.
I'm pretty sure there are some Tua versus Skyler debates going on right now.
There already is. I wish I was joking, but they're looking like
I've
seen already 5 different tweets about how a 7th round rookie took the Dolphins to the playoffs.
Listen, and one probably tweeted 3 of them. Nando, I want you to jump in here because you haven't talked for a minute, and I want to change the conversation going to the playoff game. Like, I want to start talking about why y'all got this optimism in y'all before we do this preview show. I want to talk to you about the Dolphins game because I want to lie to the people in watching the show right now. So let's assume health and Tua comes back. Tell me how the Dolphins win this game. Like, what avenue do the Dolphins take to beating the Buffalo Bills in the first round of the playoffs?
I think first of all, like you said, Tua comes back. That's step 1. Tyreek's ankle, how's that doing? That's step 2. Step 3, but let's say everything is just right. We're going in there. We're healthy. We got enough to win. I think we beat this Buffalo Bills team on the guys that we paid a lot of money and surrendered draft picks to get, a.k.a. I'm talking to Bradley Chubb and Bradley Chubb only. I think if Bradley Chubb and you get the decent enough pass rush to Josh Allen, you can tackle. Your linebackers are ready to tackle and make plays. I think that's the way. That's the key to beating the Buffalo Bills. Like, make sure that Josh Allen does not scramble or contain him as best as you can. Bring pressure home, get sacks. It's on that front. Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer, Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, a little bit of Melvin Ingram. That's how you beat the Buffalo Bills if you are healthy. And then I think Tua can just come back and just make this Dolphins offense look nice based on the shit that we saw. I mean, it's night and day, man. I mean, it's light and day. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
but
it's night and day with Tua.
Yeah, but you need pass rush, man, and I think that's how you beat the Buffalo Bills. Your pass rush, you got to have get home and you got to make tackles. Simple as that, man.
416. Let's come to you. How do the Miami Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills?
So it starts with Tua being healthy, and then the defense needs to step up. Now, Josh Boyer, for as bad as he's been this whole year, one of his best performances came in that Week 3 game against Buffalo, where he shut down Josh Allen using Javon Holland, running a lot of cover 2. Now, in the second appearance, it wasn't as great against Buffalo, but if Josh Boyer can get going with what he did to control Josh Allen and keep him in check, like he did in Week 3, that's going to be huge. The defense is going to have to step up, and then obviously the offense is going to have to keep going, and Tua is going to have to play well. That's the only way you can beat them because they're such a good team. Like, I hate giving them credit. Like, today's the only day because they beat the New England Patriots for us, so I'll give them their credit for that. But they're a great team, and the only way you can win is if your guys step up. You need Tua to step up and play the best ball he has this year. You need your defense to step up and play like they have at portions, at small times during this year. So to me, that's how you win the game. It's a lot of Tua and it's a lot of the defense because I think the Bills' running defense and their tackling is very good. You need Waddle and Tyreek to get loose. That's how you beat the Bills.
Yeah.
I think this liquor's starting to touch me a little bit because I got a nasty ass agenda. Maybe the Buffalo Bills beat the New England Patriots because they didn't want to play the New England. They'd rather play the Dolphins in the first.
Ain't no way they want to play Tyreek and Waddle over Mac Jones, bruh. Ain't no way.
They played.
Did you see Mac Jones gift them an interception on a stupid pass to Hunter Henry on a fucking post route in the end zone?
All I know is Bill Belichick is the GOAT. Go ahead.
Buffalo had something to play for because they went. They won today. They're not the ones that they don't get the bye, but if Kansas City and Buffalo meet in the AFC chip, it's at a neutral site. Kansas City does not get.
I don't know what neutral site they're gonna do it at. Indy is the easiest location. Indy told me to fuck off, so I have no idea.
Well, I bet they move.
It's gonna be like LA or something.
They can go to the Dolphins Stadium. The Dolphins won't be playing that week.
Yes, they will.
Okay.
We're going into the all right, let me say this.
You going last, Kachi. You're the guest of honor, bro. So you going last. Bubble, I want you to tell me how the Miami Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills in the game.
How they've played them the first 2 times. Like, this sounds dumb. The only other team that I would have rather played in the first round of the playoffs is Jacksonville. I would rather play Buffalo than Kansas City or Cincinnati. Our defense plays harder, matches up better against Buffalo than it does against Cincinnati, especially Jamar Chase against Xavier Howard. We can't watch that. We literally cannot watch that again. And we cannot watch T. Higgins.
You'd rather watch Stephon Diggs?
No, but here's the thing. Josh
That's
Boyer, for whatever reason, has only figured out one thing this year, and it's how to somewhat contain, slow down the Bills. Christian Wilkins loves playing against the Bills. He's going to make himself more money on Sunday, bro. Jalen Phillips is in a groove. He's putting a couple games together now. I think he'll feast as well. Buffalo's going to abandon the run game early like they do every single playoffs. New England could have won the game today or at least stayed in it longer if they did not give up the big play. They gave up 2 kick returns for a touchdown and 2 50-yard touchdowns. Like, Buffalo did not fully, go piece by piece and play a complete game by any imagination. Josh Allen threw a terrible pick today. Buffalo will keep this close. They will not blow us out, in my opinion, defensively. If Skylar Thompson plays, we're getting blown out. If Tua can come in here and play like he did before December, they can win. If he plays like he did anytime during the win streak or even the first half of the Green Bay game, they will win the game. But all he has to do is play like he played last time against Buffalo, and they will be in it, which wasn't the best performance of his season, but it was not the worst. The issue with Tua is that the last time we saw him with a bunch of games off, he was super rusty against Pittsburgh. On top of that, the last time we saw him, even when he was playing and was healthy, he had one of the worst Decembers I've ever seen from a Miami Dolphin quarterback. And I have the jersey. I'm a fan. I want him to be here. I want him to be good. But it's just a fact. He was absolutely terrible the entire month of December outside of the first half of the Green Bay game. If he can just be fine, the Dolphins have a good chance to win this game. And if he's good to great, I think they will win this game. It's just going to depend on him, how healthy he is. Tehran did not play today. You got to play next week. I wasn't on all the BS that people were saying on Twitter today of, it's a bad signing because he only played 13 games. You knew Tehran was going to play 13 games. He always plays 13 games. He needs to play the playoff game against Buffalo, though. Like, you got to do that. You got to fight through that. I want to say the same thing for Tua, but I know it's a concussion, and I'm not trying to sound stupid and act like I know anything that doctors know. If he obviously can't play for his mental, for his head, if his family doesn't want him to play, absolutely do not play. But if Tua Tagovailoa can be cleared by a doctor and he would like to play this game, he should play this game because it sets up the biggest opportunity for him to guarantee himself as the quarterback next year. If you don't even have to outplay Allen, but if you beat the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo and send us to the second round of the playoffs, December does not fucking matter to me, bro. It really won't. And I hold it in high weight right now because he was that bad and almost threw away the season. But if you beat Josh Allen and have 3 good performances against Buffalo this year, you beat him twice. You proved to me that if we just get you there, you got a chance. You beat Lamar Jackson. You kept it close with Burrow. Let's see if he won the game. Obviously, he'd play, Mahomes or Burrow again, so we'd see it. But if you deliver the first playoff win in over 22 years, I would, again, go back and say, go get a better backup quarterback. Go get someone who's going to win a game while he's out because he just proved to me that he can beat Josh Allen in Buffalo on a playoff spot. This is the biggest opportunity for him to say, I'm here next year, and there's no debate. But if you come in here and you play and you're terrible, the questions are going to stick. And if you don't play, the questions just have to stick because you missed the last 3 games of the year after playing 4 terrible games. Like,
I think I agree with you entirely. Where a win in the playoffs for Tua will absolutely give him some insurance, like the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network, Simple Health Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, insurance does not need to be complicated. Make sure that you email them or give them a call today and tell them that the Basement sent you. Email our guy James Poe at jpoe@simplehealthadvisors.com or give them a call at 321-345-7738. Keep yourself insured just like Tua should insure himself by getting a win next week against the Buffalo Bills for next season. Kai Chisholm, wrap us up on this conversation. How do the Miami Dolphins win next week in Buffalo?
Well, let me start with the Tua stuff. I think that with McDaniel's comments, it seems like it's more of a mental thing in terms of is he ready to actually play? I could see him actually getting, cleared if everything's good to go, but it seems like it's just kind of is he ready to play? Is he mentally there? A lot of reporters talking about how Tua was in the locker room and feeling good and feeling great and everything regarding, Tua and how
he was in the locker room.
Yeah, I think, look, realistically, I think that there is a very solid chance that Tua plays against the Bills. I think it would be stupid to think that there's not a single chance that he's going to play. But they talk about how, there's been some, I'm trying to get the actual comment, but I can't figure it out exactly and I can't find it. But there was talks about how it's up to him and that I guess the doctors said it's bad to speculate on his future, on if he'll ever play again. I think we'll see Tua for sure next year. And I think it's a high chance we see him next week. If we don't, the Dolphins are going to lose. So there's no point in speculating, just to be honest.
Just to
Teddy's
piggyback
not
off what
winning
Guy
and
said,
no one
this
else
is the
is.
photo. Like Tua was at the game. This was him and Raheem.
Man,
like,
my man's got
watching
iPhone
the
14
kick go in.
money.
So he must have been there at some point in the locker room or something because him and Raheem were in the tunnel.
Listen,
while they watched the kick.
we call that boy Moneybags Maserati around here. That boy got big cash right here, betting and
For
losing
real,
all that money on the
damn.
Dolphins.
I'm out here like, damn, with my freaking.
Yo, I
13 Pro Max.
slammed the under today and just watched my team not score. So that worked out for me.
Boy got big cash out here. But go ahead, Chisholm. Tell me how the Dolphins beat them.
There's no chance. I'm sorry,
Oh.
But there isn't. If
Okay.
if there is,
You're not even gonna lie to the folks today, Kai? Like at least
Hold
give
up.
them something.
Alexa, shut up. If they don't,
I wish I could talk to Siri like that.
yeah, for real, honestly. Shout out to my Apple Watch Series 8 that got one deep scratch.
Talk to me nice, Chisholm.
Bro, devastating. My Series 3 has been slammed up against the corner of a wall and not cracked, and then I got a deep scratch on my fucking Series 8 a week into having it.
That's right.
No, realistically, if Tua's not there, there's no chance. Like, there's just no chance. I don't want to sugarcoat it.
I want to assume health though. I want to assume Tua is there. So
if Tua is there, I think the best way is to replicate what you did in Buffalo and continue to try to control the game in your hands. Run the football well. Try to get Josh Allen, try to make him uncomfortable. I think there is sort of a, I wouldn't say phenomenon, but there is a realistic thinking where Josh Allen is more effective when he's outside the pocket. When he's inside the pocket, maybe you can get him to make a few mistakes, a few of those rush throws, almost interceptions that have happened a lot this season, and that happened a lot in that game in Buffalo. So if they're able to make him uncomfortable and make that entire team uncomfortable, and even, dude, like it sounds so horrible to say, but even maybe play on the emotions that they're feeling. You saw a bit of that today with the Buffalo New England game where New England did catch them out a couple times, and the Dolphins are, objectively speaking, a better team than New England is. And Buffalo could have easily lost the game against New England. I mean, Mac Jones threw that game away. It's just cut and dry, and 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. I mean, that's just God, whether you believe in him or not, on the Buffalo Bills side on those 2. So it's really just try to make Josh Allen uncomfortable again, replicate some of the things you did, and just hope and pray to God that you get the Xavier Howard from the last 35 seconds of the game today, and you don't get the Xavier Howard that we've seen all year. Because if you're able to do that, I think it'll be a much easier time for the Miami Dolphins. And obviously Tua. If Tua is there, I think that the offense has a chance to do a lot, and they can put up the points on the board. I don't fear that at all. You're muted.
You're muted, Royal.
This host.
I told you to host, but you decided not to do it. You just want to be a panelist. So we're going to flip this conversation on its head. What scares you the fucking most about playing the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs? And we're going to start with you this time, JMV. Not JMV, 416. You know who I'm talking to when I say JMV. Because
Yeah.
need to
It's
do that.
Josh.
Man called him JMV.
Bro, they both got like 3, like one of them is 3 letters, the other one is 3 numbers, bro. Like, it's like, bro, and then it's a J in both of them. Fuck it, they the same
It's
person.
just a
at this
Canadian nightmare.
point. You know it, bro. You know it. It just
Yeah.
got me in the chokehold. Go ahead, 416.
It's Josh Allen. Like, listen, I'm going first, so I'll take the obvious one out the way. It's Josh Allen. That guy's a fucking
pussy
freak.
move, just picking Josh Allen. You could
I
have
know.
just did anything else.
But that
Come
guy's
on,
a
bro.
fucking
Put your
freak.
Canadian, like your Canadianness on the line here and pick something different.
No. You be quiet, got your Chisholm.
Nah, you can talk about their defense a lot. You can talk about Matt Milano, guys like that. But Josh Allen is just a fucking freak. He's a fucking monster. And there's things that you can do where even if you take away all of his reads, all of his passes, he'll take off, he'll hurdle you. Like, he's an all-around athlete. So to me, it's if you can stop Josh Allen, that's a huge step towards trying to win this game. So he definitely scares me the most. The thing is, we have Tyreek Hill, who he's clearly scared of. So it's fine.
Look, I'm with it. Like, Tyreek Hill is absolutely a weapon in the playoffs. He's a bigger weapon. It's just going to be about whether or not you guys have somebody to get him the ball. Nando, tell me what scares you the most about this playoff matchup against the Buffalo Bills.
Well, what scares me the most is our cornerbacks, man. Our DBs. Are we going to be able to stop Josh Allen from getting hot? You know, we saw Josh Allen had what? I think he had over 350 or something, over 300 yards both games we played against him this season. So obviously we know what he could do running the ball. That scares the hell out of me. But Jay threw that out there, but our DBs being able to cover Stephon Diggs, our DBs being able to even contain Dawson Knox, bro. He tore us up last time, and he always does. He just always does. Like, are we going to be able to get stops? Our DB is going to be ready to play, because I do not want to give up over 300 passing yards to Josh Allen. It's probably going to happen, but that's what scares me the most. Our cornerbacks and their ability to cover, and penalties. Not commit stupid penalties. Please don't just run into guys and assume the ball is there. Keon Crossan and others. So our DBs, that's what scares me the most.
Keon Crossan is the worst DB I've ever seen in my life. He made
Noah
plays
Igbenogany
today.
exists. So does Tony Lippett. There's
First
a
of
lot
all-
of DBs, okay?
First of all, Noah
Tony
Igbenogany has
Lippett.
Yeah,
Noah
Tony
Igbenogany-
Lippett. Love that
Yeah.
throwback, huh?
That's a throwback.
Wide
Noah
receiver.
Igbenogany has a game-saving interception this year, so you will not talk about him. How did you have that queued up? Like that's amazing work.
That wasn't me.
No, I was talking about Maserati. Maserati put it on.
Oh.
No, that wasn't me. Somebody put that,
That
over
was-
my face. That's not me.
That had to
was
be
me.
dusted. That was.
I was like, that wasn't me.
No wonder
got those
no wonder
powers.
it happened so fast. Maserati, tell me what scares you the most about the game next week.
Nando brought up a great point about the DBs. If only we had a defensive back who used to be a captain on this team, a little bit of safety, a little bit of corner. I don't know if y'all heard, but clearly the coaching staff of the Miami Dolphins listens to the basement. We didn't really get a chance to talk about this. How about the cornerbacks coach just straight up saying some dudes fight through injury,
Yeah, literally.
some dudes
Yeah.
don't? I mean, he just straight up called Byron Jones pussy on national television. Straight up. He said, he literally just, he kept it a buck. He said, I thought he could have helped us this year. Oh, you thought? We thought too. I think Steve Ross signing the check also thinks that, but this dude is now not only going to miss 18 games, he'll miss 19. Or sorry, 17 games, he'll miss 18. But my biggest fear is the fact that we consistently cannot get pressure. And if Josh Allen is sitting back there, you can forget holding him to 300. We need to make sure we hold him below 500. Because Xavier Howard will be getting cooked by Stephon Diggs if he even plays. If X could not go next week, I would completely understand. If he wants to blame all this for being hurt, that's probably the business decision, my man, because your agent is going to be one of the first people that Chris Greer, or maybe new general manager, calls and says, hi there, we need to restructure your fucking contract because you are not living up to the hype. He's call number one. Jerome Baker's call number two. That's how it's going to be. So I'm sorry. Byron Jones has been on the pre-waiting list for that call forever. I'm sorry. He might get cut. But if we can't get pressure on Josh Allen and he's sitting back there all day, no one's covering Stephon Diggs that long. Stephon Diggs will show up. You're not holding him under 100 yards. He's getting at least 125. Can you hold him under 170 and 2 touchdowns? Can you prevent the big play? Can you keep the ball out of Josh Allen's hands? That's what you're going to have to do. Then again, you hit it on the head with Bradley Chubb. Step up, man. It's time. We need a strip sack. We need something. Because listen, you can be doing nothing for a whole lot of time and you can make one big play like Mike Gesicki and suddenly that franchise tag seems really, really worth it. Bradley Chubb comes up with a big strip sack and we beat Buffalo. That trade that people were clowning on all of a sudden seems really, really worth it. All you got to do is make one play. All you got to do is be that guy. And Christian Wilkins plays so well that we got to pay you Aaron fucking Donald money, bro. Because I know he loves playing against Josh Allen. So I need the defensive line to be able to get pressure.
First of all, Christian Wilkins is a motherfucking monster, bro. Like,
you know how much money that's gonna cost? He's
Yeah,
already
no,
gonna
bro.
get a deal, but
He's
damn,
him.
don't make it go higher.
He's literally,
Bro,
I think he's the
listen,
third
God.
best defensive tackle in the NFL. Right
He's a
this
fucking
season.
stud.
behind Aaron Donald.
Donald does it year in, year out, but he's been hurt all year. And Chris Jones. Chris Jones is having one of the most underrated seasons in Kansas City right now.
No, sure, but I think I don't know if I put Chris Jones.
I think
over
if you
Chris
take Christian Wilkins out of our defensive line, our defense is so fucking bad. Like the run defense alone would be so much worse because
I'm saying that I think Christian Wilkins might be better than Chris Jones.
Oh, hey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a Dolphins fan, bro. I'm not a Dolphins fan, and Chris Jones is an absolute stud.
He is.
But because of this network, I've had to watch the Miami Dolphins
does
every
everything.
game.
He
Like,
does everything.
he is a fucking monster, bro, and that's undeniable. He is absolutely one of the top 2 or 3 best defensive
And he has
tackles
so
that
much
I've seen this year.
responsibilities on defense. He plays
And-
every snap.
And so
Every
that's
snap.
what I'm saying. Like, it's like
Like-
I don't know, bro. Like the Christian Wilkins over Chris Jones discussion might be one that I have to have. Like, and I might be getting swooped into the Dolphins thing. Content Chisholm, what scares you the most about next week?
I'll say the same thing I said before the Week 3 matchup, and it's lightning in a bottle. The Bills are the definition of lightning in a bottle. I don't think they're the best team in the NFL. I haven't thought that they were the best team in the NFL pretty much the entire year. I think that the hype that they get is a lot, or not a lot, but very overblown. They're a great team. There's no doubt about it, but the Bills have severe holes, and they show up quite frequently, especially when it comes to the playoffs. A la last year where they should have won, but oh my God, a coin toss is so scary, and we lost it, so we lost, and now everything has to get changed because of it. It's just what it is. It's the lightning in the bottle. They could be a very balanced team, or they can be a team like today where, if not for 2 kickoff return touchdowns, they should have lost to the New England Patriots, and the Dolphins wouldn't be in the playoffs. If the team that came out today plays against the Dolphins next week with Tua, I think that the Dolphins have a very good chance of winning. But if that team that can all of a sudden go 2 50-yard passes or more to Gabe Davis for touchdowns, that team's going to blow out the Dolphins by 50 points, and we're just going to be like, all right, well, it's cool. Josh Boyer out of here, Crossman out of here, and we'll see what other changes happen, and Tua comes back next year with a helmet better for his head. I mean, that's just really what it is.
That boy's going to need a humongous ass helmet next year, bro. Like,
he needs to rock.
I don't know why. I know that the comfortability aspect, and sorry to cut you off there, Alex, but I don't know why they didn't do what they did with Kenny Pickett, who also had 2 concussions this year in switching the helmet.
Put that new fucking helmet on. Put it
why
on.
Why he won't put on the helmet that they use in practice with the pads?
Hey, because Matt Milano's gonna come do some stupid shit.
Give him that shit.
Offensive line.
Matt Milano.
Yeah, I didn't have that shit on there, bro. Like, I cover that motherfucker head like in saran wrap. Like, just you don't need to breathe.
By the way, we didn't talk about this, but Brandon Shell hurt. So who's playing right now?
Because he's been solid.
Who's going to play right tackle? It's going to be Liam Eichenberg.
I was going to say me.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Liam, we never gave Liam Eichenberg a chance at right tackle, despite not giving up a single sack as a tackle his entire year, 4 years in college. Ever since we brought him here, we have made him right tackle.
Yeah, but did you see him at left tackle, bro? I'm not putting that shot.
No, I know. I'm not trusting it.
But Jim, I almost called you that again. 4 and 6, the positions are so dramatically different, like in terms of like left and right tackle. But he's a natural right tackle, right?
Nah.
No, I think he was a left tackle in college.
He's left tackle, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he's horrible at left tackle. You shouldn't play him at tackle.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be Greg Little.
We were like misusing him, and that's why he's shit. Nah, he's just bad.
I have no delusions about Liam Eichenberg being good at football. He was trained by the great Jesse Davis, who has been my op since my first Dolphin stream ever, and Gotcha just can attest to this. On the very first Dolphin stream that I ever did, it was like a preseason
Jesse
game.
Davis picture there, Justin, if you want to bring it up. Yeah. I know it should still be there, I think.
Either way, but Jesse Davis, bro, on my first ever Dolphin stream, I didn't even know his name, but I thought he should never play football again. And that was my take from watching him. Yeah, so we got that shit wrapped up. Got some other games on TV right now. Any other topics that you guys want to have before we close the show out that we didn't bring up throughout the course of the show?
Fuck New England. Fuck New York.
I'm sorry, Jason Sanders.
Fuck New England. New England just did you a favor, bro.
Fuck them.
Thank you, Buffalo.
Yeah, thank you, Buffalo. But fuck the Jets. Fuck the Pats.
I'm sorry, Jason Sanders. I
apologize, bro. Get out that apology
for real.
Don't worry about it. Y'all gonna be packing his ass up again next week when he makes 35 yarder.
No, I will be. Yeah.
When he missed that 27-yarder that he gonna miss, gonna hit crazy next week. With the game on the line.
It's gonna freak.
Cody Parkey so vibes, bro.
Kai gonna be unhinged on Twitter. Kai, any last words before we get up out of here?
Tua will be cleared and bring the Dolphins to their first playoff win in 22 years.
That boy is drunk and he's lying to y'all motherfucking face.
Bro, if that happens, Juan better be on stream, bro.
I don't get it, bro. It's literally impossible. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter how much I drink. I just stay sober.
You got me fucked up. I be wasted. Thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to my guys 416J.
There we go.
My boy Nando, my boy Bubba, and of course, half a cane, Kachi and Chisholm, pulling up one time for the one. No, not both of them, Kai. One hand, bro. The other half of you is Chinese, bro. So if you're gonna do it,
Japanese.
do it slanted like this, bro. And
That's
do your
racism,
game like
Royal.
this. I don't care. I am uncancelable. So we'll see y'all motherfuckers next time. Oh, we do got Justin in the background. Play the video, Justin.
Love that.
Touchdown,